tool comes in. So we'll make all of the posts the exact same size with the help and aid of that footing tool. That way the clamps, again, they'll all be the exact same size because they'll be pressed out of metal. They'll be stamped, machined parts. It's a pretty innovative and kind of a neat way to put the cylinder together. Okay, here we go. Pour on some glass. Now this is a two-part system here to make the foot. First, Catherine will make more or less the stem. And if we were making like a bowl with a stem and a foot, it'd be done pretty much the exact same way. You'd give it a little more shape. But this one we leave kind of squat and almost like a little post. And if we were going to make a bowl with a stem and a foot, we'd do the same thing. Want a board on there? Yeah. Look at that, okay, nice. Do you want me to get the foot now? Okay, it's just that she'll flash. Now flash is just pushing the whole piece into the furnace to maintain temperature, because if at any point in time this piece falls below 1,000 degrees too quickly, it'll actually crack and break. And of course that's not what you want to have happen. Oh, looks like she's going to drip this one on. Transfer, so there's a little bit of glass on the end. Look at that. Okay, so now we've attached the punty to the bottom. Now we can break the piece free from the blowpipe. Light tap, the piece breaks free. Now I need to get this back to the furnace, the 2,100 degree furnace, so we can start to open this up. There you go. All right, Catherine, I'm going to put the footing tool, I'll just put it over here, kind of get it out of the way. Now, do you have any questions at all? I've just been kind of chatting away. Maybe you're curious
No.
No questions. Now, if you were the 3rd grade class and I asked that, every kid puts their hand up with a question. No questions, okay. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question then. We're gonna put you on the spot, a little pop quiz. What's the main ingredient in glass?
Sand.
Sand, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Now we're using silica sand. It's mined from a quarry. It's not like from the beach. And we mix silica sand with soda ash and limestone to give us the main ingredients in our glass, soda lime glass. And these windows, the windows in your home, your car, drinking glasses, that's all soda lime glass. A pickle jar, a wine bottle, soda lime glass. Now look at this. Oh, she's gonna get a little hotter. She started to cut into it and said, you know what, that's gonna be a little too cold. So what she's going to do now is cut away some of that broken edge with these, they're kind of funny looking, they call them duck-billed shears. She's gonna take these shears and she's gonna cut and remove that little outer edge, just where the glass might be a little broken or jagged from breaking it off of the blowpipe. So she'll remove any glass she doesn't want. This is a pretty standard thing that glass makers do, but it's pretty amazing. You don't think of glass as something you could cut. But there she goes. Let's see. Well, that's a torch. Now, we've got a couple different ones. The one she's holding in her hand right now, that flame, you can see how intense that flame is. It's oxygen with natural gas, where the other one that's just kind of burning on a pilot there, that one's propane. So the propane one, a lot like you'd have for a barbecue or something like that. And then the natural gas with oxygen, a flame that's about 3,500 degrees, so extremely hot. Yeah, very intense. Oh, Kevin, what are you gonna do now? Do you see her go in there? She's gonna maybe cut the sides or something. I'm curious to see how we've been making a lot of these different shapes, different sizes. It's kind of a fun way for us to experiment and try new things too. So she's got something up her sleeve, and I want to see what it's going to be. Catherine's been making glass for, I think, about 17 or 18 years now. Catherine, do you remember when you started? How much experience you have? 2002? Yeah, so that's 17 years. It'll be 18 coming up later. That's why it looks so easy, you know. It's like, oh yeah, you just kind of spin the stick and you get whatever you want, but that's not the case. Do you play any instruments? No, yeah. Because it's hard, you know. I don't play any either. Catherine's sister is the music teacher at the school, though. She plays instruments, and of course, you know what they say, the best way to Carnegie Hall is practice, practice, practice. That's the same thing with glassmaking. Now look at this, she's spinning it.
Oh my God, look at that.
Like a plate.
Yeah.
You can see how it's opening up. Now this is Milky Way. This must be the snowflakes.
Oh,
We're gonna have that season that we drive through, that the tracks.
Open.
And look at that, that'll be a beautiful snowflake on the trail, won't it? Now the next and final step for this piece will be slow cooling. We're gonna have to put this into a kiln to cool down overnight. That slow cooling is called annealing, and all glass must anneal. All glass must cool slowly. That's a nice one. This is Chris. Chris has made a lot of these different plates and rondelles for the Ferrari Auto team. Here's that torch. Now this one, it's not as hot, but it's a lot bigger. It's more encompassing, but not as focused. Chris, how many of these rondelles do you think we've made so far? I know, I looked downstairs, we've got to have 100 of them. Now where it's broken free, it could be a little sharp. So they fire polish that sharp broken edge, and then we'll get into the oven for that overnight cooling. Yeah, you can see some more in there. Looks like you got a couple leaves in there too. Awesome, there you go, folks. Beautiful job by Catherine Ayers.
Yay.
Yeah. Catherine, your two biggest fans right there.